name is Mrs. Willis. I'm the principal at Mabel Padgett Elementary.
And why is it important to you that your school is supporting Autism Awareness Month?
Well, I think one of the main reasons that it's important to me to support students with autism is just we embrace diversity here at Mabel Padgett. We feel that all students can learn at high levels, no matter what special needs any of our students have. So inclusion is very important here. Our students are included 95% of the time in the classrooms, and you can't tell the difference between students that have autism and our gen ed students. So we really just embrace that diversity.
Awesome. And what's your favorite thing about watching all of the students interact together?
Oh my gosh. I really love how our gen ed students just wrap their arms around our students that have autism. Just helping them in anything that they need. They go into the classroom and everyone wants to jump and help the students, whether it's the teachers or the staff. My staff usually begs to have the students into their classrooms every year. Can I have the inclusion students? Can I have the inclusion students? So everyone just, wraps their arm around them and embraces everything about them.
Hi, I'm Melissa O'Neill. I'm a second grade teacher here at Mabel Padgett, and I've been here at Mabel Padgett since the school opened, so this is my 9th year here.
Awesome. And why is it important to you that you guys are supporting Autism Awareness Month?
It's important to me to support Autism Awareness Month because I appreciate the diversity and the difference that the kids bring into the classroom. I also like for the kids who don't have those challenges to be around kids that do, then they can learn from them, and then also they can be peer models. So together they work together to bring each other to the top, to the best of their abilities.
Awesome. And what's your favorite part about having kids on the spectrum in your classroom?
Number one, they are so intelligent about different things, so they always bring different areas of knowledge and expertise that they have, and also they bring a different perspective and a different viewpoint. So when you ask them questions, they have a unique way of answering, and it always takes it to a different level that other kids don't necessarily have, and so it really just brings out like a really depth and a perspective that we wouldn't have without them. So
I am Kim Coates. I teach 4th grade, and I have been teaching for 6 years.
Awesome. Why is it important to you that Mabel is supporting Autism Awareness Month?
To me, it's important to support Autism Awareness Month because it's important that other people like the students, be aware of what autism is and how, when they're aware of it, then maybe they will ask their parents about it, and then maybe they will find out more about it or do some research about it, and then they will be able to interact better with the students with autism, and they will just have a better understanding of why we celebrate it, as a school in the first place.
And what is your favorite part about having students on the spectrum in your classroom?
My favorite part about having spectrum students in my classroom is the opportunities for that student to connect with all of the other students, and for those and all the other students to work with that student, or those students I should say, and how they support each other in the classroom, and how their thinking is different, and the way that when they interact, the way the person on the spectrum might think, they may just blow away, some of the other students, and they are just amazed by that. And if we didn't have that in the classroom, we would be missing out. And it's just really cool when then you can maybe give the the other kids a different perspective of how to think about the same subject.
Hi, my name is Anthony Munoz. I'm a 5th grade teacher at Mabel Padgett Elementary. This is my 4th year here, but I've been teaching for 14 years in 5th grade.
Awesome. And why do you think it's important that you guys are supporting Autism Awareness Month?
I think it's very important that we support Autism Awareness Month because I think it really lends a hand to both students with the autistic ability and also just our regular general ed students in the classroom. What it does is it gives both students on each side a chance to grow and learn from one another. So by supporting it, we show how we embrace it and how we really make it a part of our culture here at Mabel Padgett, and just show that we are 110% in when it comes to supporting the program and supporting the kids and the teachers and everybody else who's involved.
Awesome. Awesome. And what is your personal favorite part about having kids on the spectrum in your classroom?
My personal favorite part is just watching the kids grow, watching them learn from each other, watching them carry the diversity when it comes amongst answering questions, just being able to learn from one another, to grow with one another, and to help each other succeed. When kids are able to reach the level of success, it's just an amazing thing. Whether it's our general education students or our autism program, it's just an amazing thing to watch the light bulbs go off in the heads of all students and watch each other grow with support and love.
I'm Mrs. Stair, and I teach special ed here at Mabel Padgett, K through 3rd grade, children with autism and related disabilities.
Awesome. And why do you think it's important that the school as a whole is supporting Autism Awareness Month?
Because I think anytime we can become more aware of some of the struggles that our friends are having, that can help us to be more understanding, more patient. The more knowledge we can have about them, helps us to be better friends and helps us to include them better. The word inclusion I really like because we're including everyone in our learning and everyone in our education, no matter how they learn, because they are just like us in so many ways. We're all people, and they just sometimes think differently a little bit or perceive things differently, stuff like that.
And what's your favorite part about watching your students interact with the general ed students when they go into their classrooms?
I just like how they're just kids. They're all kids and they're all working together, playing together, and that's the part that I like the best. Here at Mabel Padgett especially, I think we have a very special relationship with all students, just combined very beautifully together.
Hi, I'm Mary Mahoney. I teach 4th grade at Mabel Padgett Elementary.
And why is it important to you that Mabel is supporting Autism Awareness Month?
Mabel's always been a place where every child is included, and I love the atmosphere here. The diversity in students, everyone's included, and our lives are so much richer because we get so many experiences with so many different kids. So,
And
I
what's
love
your,
it.
what's your favorite part about seeing your general ed students and the kids on the spectrum interacting?
I love it because I feel like the general ed students learn so much about how honest the spectrum kids are and how to make true friendships with them. There's no drama involved. And I also love that sometimes I feel like the spectrum kids are the models for good behavior when they come in, and I feel like the gen ed kids can learn so much from them. So
I'm Mr. James. I teach 5th grade.
Excellent. And why is it important to you that Mabel is supporting Autism Awareness Month?
It is important to me that Mabel is supporting Autism Awareness Month because it shows our students that people with autism are people too.
Excellent. And what is your favorite part about seeing your students interact with the kids on the spectrum?
My favorite part about my class or my students interacting with students on the autism spectrum is it gives them the experience with people who have disabilities that they will have to work with their entire lives. So in a sense, it's promoting acceptance.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Sasfe. I am a 4th grade teacher at Mabel Padgett Elementary School. I am also the Student Council Advisor, the Odyssey of the Mind Advisor, and the Math Challenge Advisor.
Awesome. And why is it that Student Council decided to support Autism Awareness Month?
I honestly think that it was me personally that decided that Student Council would take this on as a personal passion of mine, because I think that Autism Awareness Month and just supporting, noticing that autism is an issue is very important. And it's my passion to have, personally, I would prefer to have students with autism in my classroom every single year that I'm a teacher. They enrich my students' lives, they enrich my life. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna cry, but really it's just something that's very near and dear to my heart.
Awesome. And what is your favorite thing about having those students in your classroom?
What can I say about that? They're awesome. Like they just give so much to my classroom and to my students, and they make everybody's lives just so much better. And we're just all so much more aware of the world, and just being accepting and just loving everyone, and just making sure that everybody feels, a part of the Mabel family.